So, hi guys, it's MissLollypop and welcome back to another one of my videos, or welcome to my channel if you are new. So in today's video, we are bringing it back with another save file video. Now, if you guys don't know, or you're new to the channel or anything like that, I am in the middle of working on a save file. I'm basically going to be renovating all the worlds and all the households and building a bunch of new households to go into a Sims 4 save file, which is something that you download, you put in your game and you can play as it, you can put your own Sims in the world. Basically just means all the lots are renovated for you and everything looks completely different. Now, my save file is a little bit different to other people's in the way that I'm going to be using CC, because it's the way that I prefer to play. So all of my Sims are completely, makeovered with CC, or sorry, specifically Alpha CC, just so that I wanted basically my households and, you know, the other Sims around the world to match my Sims that I make, because obviously all of my Sims have got Alpha CC. And right now they kind of stand out in comparison to the other households because everybody else has got some, you know, EA content. So I wanted to give everybody, you know, an alpha makeover, since that's what I normally do anyways in my own world. So I thought, I might as well make a whole save file of it and then give it to you guys to go ahead and download. So I've already done a few house builds. I think I've done a house build and a restaurant, and I think that's all we've done so far. We haven't done too much, but I am bringing it back today with the Ito family, which are a family from the new Snowy Escape expansion pack. Now, they live in this very, very big modern mansion, which is absolutely beautiful, and all of the houses that were built with the new pack, they were all built by Simmers. Now, as much as I absolutely adore the pack and adore the houses, you know, and all the lots that are in the world, I really would love to add some Alpha CC to them and give them a little bit of a makeover. So the worlds, the lots in this world, they are going to all receive a makeover as well, even though they were already, you know, designed by other Simmers, just because I want to kind of include my own flair to it and make my own worlds over, and also include, you know, CC and stuff. So I thought it would make sense. But just in case, if you don't know, you know, the ISO family, basically it's a mother, her name is Megumi. She is a gold medalist skier, and then we've also got her husband, who is the guy that I'm in the middle of making over right now. His name is Naoki, and he's a former gold medalist, and he's really into like developing the world. He's really materialistic. He really wants to like make the whole world that he lives in Japan, at least, or in, you know, Mount Kobarebi, really like modern and developed and things like that. So a lot of the people and the neighbors don't really like him. He's not a really liked person in the neighborhood, and he's also got a son called Kyoshi and a daughter called Nanami, I think her name's Nanami. So yeah, their kids are absolutely adorable. Each of them have obviously got their own stories. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm basically just giving them a CC makeover, giving them, you know, the look that I feel like they would go for with their personality traits. And then once I've gone ahead and done all of this and I've made over their house, once I've made over everybody in the world, I will go ahead and set up so that each Sim has got different relationships with other Sims. So for example, you know, if Megumi is supposed to, you know, have a relationship with somebody else in the world, or I feel like, you know, she might want to be part of like a skiing club or something like that, or a rock climbing club, I will go ahead and set up a bunch of clubs to, you know, include them in, because I thought that would be kind of cute to sort of, you know, have them all sort of interconnect in some way. I kind of want to use all the features from the packs that we've got, and include them in my save file. So I think that will look really, really cute. So here we've just moved on to Megumi, who is the mother of the family, and I think she actually has an old flair with somebody else in the neighborhood. I'm pretty sure that was what it was. Like, she had like a guy that she was interested in or something, and apparently her son, who is Kyoshi, which, by the way, I gave him the most solid makeover you will see. Okay, so out of all of these guys, don't get me wrong, I love Megumi and I love the other guy, sorry, Naoki. Don't get me wrong, they're obviously older, you know, that the parents. So I kind of wanted to go all out, because a lot of the time when I have Sims, I have them, you know, set up their lives, and I want them to be able to, like, you know, get with another Sim. And the only really Sim that I'm going to have them go for is probably the son, because, you know, they're already married. I'm not a home wrecker. I'm not going to go break up their marriage with one of my Sims. Well, normally I wouldn't, so depends on what Sim I'm playing, I guess. Yeah, I guess he was kind of my focus on, I wanted to make him, like, ooze, you know, like, Sim Pixel yumminess. You get what I mean? He needed to be like cute. But bear in mind, he is still a teenager. So like, you know, when he ages up to a young adult will be when he's, you know, available for your young adult Sims. But for the minute, he'll be a teenager, but he'll age up looking the exact same way. But you'll see when we go on to him, he is literally the sweetest thing ever. I can't believe the makeover he got. He's looking very, very cute. And obviously in terms of each of their styles, I did try to keep very, very closely to their original styles. So what I would kind of feel like each one had. So Megumi, I felt like she was like the kind of cool mum. So I gave her this quite nice hairstyle, but then also, you know, she is a mum, you know, like she is going to be, you know, cooking, cleaning, that sort of stuff. I know that, I don't know if she has a job. I think she actually might work from home. I think her dad, or the dad, sorry, Naoki, I think he's a salary person, but I'm pretty sure Megumi doesn't have a job. She might be a stay-at-home mum or something. So it kind of makes sense that she does, you know, the cooking and the cleaning around the house, and she's a stay-at-home mum. So I kind of wanted to have her suit that appearance, but then also, you know, she's a really amazing skier, so she's really cool. But I feel like because she's got the proper trait, she'd be wearing a lot more traditional Japanese clothing, and, you know, she's a lot more modest, I guess. So a lot of the clothing that I gave her was kind of like mumsy and modest, and I feel like it really suited her style. And then I feel like with the kids, I could sort of be a little bit more expressionate with them, because obviously they were the younger generation. They, you know, they haven't got any like proper traits or anything like that. Like they haven't, you know, they're not like set in their like cultural ways, if that makes sense. They're kind of a little bit more easy to like blend and, you know, sort of change their styles and things like that. So I think, you know, I think they turned out really, really good in the end, and I really, really love the Gaiso family. So I've gone ahead and popped them in my game, and they're looking really, really cute when they're like walking around the town. They've got like really nice personalities, and they get on well with all the other Sims. So if you want to go ahead and download them, I will go ahead and link them in the description, and obviously I always include all the CC as well. So if you want to go ahead and download them and get all the CC links, I will go ahead and include it in the description. Now bear in mind, if you are going to download my save file eventually, you will need all this CC, because obviously if you don't have it and you download my save file, the Sims are going to be naked, or they're going to be missing certain content. So make sure you go ahead and download this stuff. But if you aren't downloading the Sims, you know, gradually, if you're just watching the creator Sims but you're not actually downloading the Sims now, when I finish with the save file, when I upload it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to also upload the sort of CC the CC list of all the different stuff that you're going to need to, you know, go ahead and have to make sure that the save file works, because I feel like that would be the easiest thing, so that you guys know, you know, everything that you're going to need, so that at least yours, you know, looks the same as mine in game, because there'd be no point in you downloading the save file if you're just going to have naked Sims everywhere with like that are bald and not wearing any clothes, because that's going to be no use to you. And the whole point is I wanted to make a save file that is shareable with you guys. I want you guys to be able to sort of experience the same world as me, and I wanted to make a save file that you guys could use as well. So I thought that'd be yeah, a really fun thing to do. So I'm in the middle of working on it. Obviously, as I said, uni has taken a toll on, you know, doing the save file. So I think next up what we're gonna do is potentially I want to do a community lot in the new Snowy Escape pack. So in like, you know, Mount Komorebi, I think it'll be really cool to do like a renovation or something in there. Maybe a restaurant. I can make like a Japanese restaurant or something, or like a little ramen bar. I think that'd be so cute to make. I'm not very good at making community lots. I feel like that's not like something that I'm comfortable with. But as I said, this whole point of doing this save file is to bring me out of my comfort zone. I want to do things I normally wouldn't do, and I normally just give Sims makeovers, and, you know, I make houses every now and again, but most of the time I download houses off the gallery. So it's nice to be able to like do everything myself and sort of give myself a chance to learn more building techniques and just learn a bunch of like new things that, you know, I don't know, I just want to be like more creative and open my Sims horizons, shall we say, and just do a bunch of different stuff. So I think that'd be very, very cool. I think we're in the middle of finishing up with Megumi as well. She's just in the middle of getting her everyday wear done, and she's wearing this very, very cute little skirt, as you can see, with like a little blouse. So you can see like the style that I've gone for. She's not like mumsy or anything, but she's definitely got that, you know, that style to her that is very comfortable and modest. Her hair is really, really beautiful. She's got like this, like I'm trying to think of the color. It's like it's not ginger or anything. It's like a kind of a light brown, but it looks very, very nice. And then here you can see I've moved on to Kyoshi, and this is where the magic happens, people. This is where the magic happens. So in terms of when I do these creator Sims, I try not to change everybody's facial features too much, but if it means that I could have like a pixel like thirst sim by just tweaking a few of their, you know, features, then that's probably what I'm gonna do. So for example, like Nina Caliente, all the Caliente sisters, probably Bella Goth and things like that, I'm probably gonna give them, you know, facial makeovers, like genetic makeovers, because I feel like a lot of them don't really suit the vibes of the story. Like for example, Nancy Landgrab, I feel like Nancy Landgrab would have a lot of plastic surgery. I feel like she would have like, not fake everything, but I feel like she would have Botox, she would have everything like smoothed out, she would definitely have some fake bosoms, if you know what I'm saying. So I feel like each of the Sims, you know, they need a certain style, and I kind of want to change the Sims genetics to be able to suit that, but I'm not going to change them, you know, a ridiculous amount where you wouldn't be able to recognize them. I just want to have them, when you look around at them in the world, you'll be like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense to their backstory. Because obviously, like, you know, the Landgrabs and the Goths, they're all like monumental families, and because I played since The Sims 1, I'm not necessarily completely into the families, like in terms of their stories. I didn't really follow the stories much when I was a kid, but I do like to hold true to the fact that these are like generations of families that have come out through different Sims packs, and through different Sims, you know, franchises, going from Sims 1 all the way to Sims 4. So I feel like, you know, that you've got a story already built up in your head about how they're going to look and, you know, what they're going to look like. So I kind of wanted to make sure that that kind of matches. But I think I'm in the middle of finishing up with Kyoshi's skin details right now, and you cannot even lie to me, Kyoshi is a very, very cute one. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, he was cute before I put any CC on him, but he wasn't the cute that you've got now. Like, he's getting like manly. Like, look at this, look at this. I feel like I bulked him down a little bit less. I actually think, yeah, like I made him a little bit skinnier, and I also made him a little bit shorter, because in my mind I was thinking, damn, he's pretty cute, but he's supposed to be a teenager, which probably means he's around 17 to 18, which meant that he was going to need to be a little bit shorter. He's not going to be like as tall as his dad, for example, and most likely he's not going to have like that much muscle, you know. Although he's adventurous and he wants to climb a mountain, and I think he's really into skiing and snowboarding and stuff, he's really like athletically inclined, he's not going to be like ripped like his dad, you know. Or not, his dad's not ripped actually. He's just not going to be ripped, okay? He's a teenager. Most likely he can get ripped when he gets older. So I normally do this with my teenage Sims. I sort of bulk them down a little bit, so at least their legs are a little skinnier, their, you know, their upper arms are a little skinnier, and also make them a tiny bit shorter with the height slider mod, because in my eyes it makes sense that teenagers are shorter. The only reason that The Sims didn't do that was because they didn't want to make new animations, because I guess, well, I'm not necessarily saying that they're lazy, but they just, well, maybe actually. Either way, the point is, the reason why they didn't make teenagers shorter than adults is because that would require the Sims team to go out and make a whole new bunch of animations for children, which is probably the reason why they don't include children's content they don't include a lot of children's content in expansion packs. The reason for that is because they would have to make a whole new bunch of animations for the children as well as the adults, which requires 2 times the amount of work. So normally they just include a bunch of adult content, and adult content can be applied to elders, young adults, and teenagers, because teenagers are the same height as young adults, you know, so it kind of works for them. But if teenagers were slightly smaller, and then children are slightly smaller still, and then obviously toddlers, then they'd have to make new animations for every single life stage that changes in height, because otherwise the animation isn't going to look right. You know, like it's like if you try, I don't know if you downloaded the mods where it lets children ride bikes. If you go ahead and do that, you know, the children look like they're like flying in the air. It's because they're not tall enough to ride the bike, so you would have to make a whole new animation for them. So yeah, it's kind of the reason why I guess they're doing it, but I really would like if they would, you know, work on that a little bit more. Now, if you can see here, what I've gone ahead and done is I've gone ahead and aged up Nanami. So I went ahead and aged her up because I wanted to see what she looked like as a young adult, because I wanted to kind of give her a makeover based around what she's going to look like as she ages, because she's not going to be a child for long. If you download my save file, most likely she's going to age up in what, like 5 or 6 days as a child. So I kind of wanted to give her a makeover on what she's going to look like as an adult. So you can see here, I'm aging her up, I'm adjusting her features a little bit to decide how she's going to look as she gets older, and then I've gone ahead and aged her down. I haven't changed changed too much. So in terms of her facial features, I think the only thing I really changed was her nose, and I made her lips a little bit bigger. But obviously her eyes are still the same, you know, like her facial shape is still the same, so none of that stuff has changed. So she still does look like she's part of the family, you know, she doesn't look completely different. But I wanted to make sure that when she ages up, she's cute, because a lot of the time The Sims makes children and then you age these children up and they are just something else. They are just a different breed. Like, you're never going to want to have babies with these Sims, because let's be honest here, whenever we play The Sims, we always go for the most attractive Sim to make a baby with, because we want the most attractive babies. It's like the thing to do, you know, like you don't do it all the time, but you do it pretty much every time. You know, you go out, you either make a Sim really attractive or you find a Sim that's really attractive to have babies with them, so you have really attractive babies, because obviously that's kind of what everybody wants to play with, I guess. So it kind of makes sense, you know, that you want other Sims around the world to, you know, be super attractive. So I was trying to do that, but obviously, you know, I don't want to go super unrealistic, you know, because not every Sim is going to be really attractive. So that I wanted to make a few that are really attractive so they stand out, but I just wanted to generally make them all look a little bit more like they, you know, suited the rest of the world. So I think we're coming up to the end of the what do you call it? To the end of the makeover with Nanami. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the voiceover off here. So sorry if I rambled a little bit. It's been a weird night, to be honest. It's been a really weird night. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the video off here. So I really hope you guys enjoy. Go ahead and let me know if you want to go ahead and see a few more Savefile videos in the comment section below, or any sort of creator Sims, what households you want me to go and, you know, give makeovers to first, maybe the Goss or the land grabs, you know, who you want to see me, you know, give makeovers to. And also you know, let me know what sort of community lots you want to see, what world you want to see me decorate first. Yeah, just go ahead and let me know. But if you want to go ahead and download these Sims, the link will be in the description, and you can go ahead and also download the CC for them as well, so you can go ahead and grab all that stuff. Or if you just want to wait until the save file's out, you can also do that. But if you want them in your game now, you're more than welcome to go ahead and download them. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode off here. So I want to go ahead and let you guys know that if you guys enjoyed, to go ahead and subscribe and ding the little notification bell next to it to get notified every single time I upload, and go ahead and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. And I will speak to you all in the next video. And yeah, day 3 of daily uploads, day 4 tomorrow. So I hope you guys are ready for tomorrow's video, and I love you all, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye guys.
Oh, my darkest memories, now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it.